Well, it is the beginning of the month, so we have a brand new fabulous folded card cutting die collection, and this is called Open Sesame. Do you like that? And it is just really fun, very clever. You can use it on any size of card, and here is the one that's shown on the package. So Open Sesame, just like that. How fun is that? Okay, won't you please come play with us? Well, before we get into some more projects other than the one I just showed you, let me show you how you go about putting this together. Now, there are two cutting dies and they're scored, and I'm going to turn this over. This is what we call a wallet type of package. Number one, we like it because it keeps everything together, not only the dies, but the instructions. Also, it is made out of cardstock, so it's not going to be plastic and polluting anything, so that's nice. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut two of each piece. So I have two of this 3-panel piece cut for you, and two of the hinge, and that's what this is. So let me just pull the dies away. I'll tuck them back into the wallet. And let me just show you the instructions. In fact, I'm just going to follow them as I'm showing you. Now, you will need extra sticky tape. You can use 1/4 inch or you can use 1/2 inch. It makes no difference. You just want to cover those. I'm going to first take these two pieces and I'm going to glue one panel of each together. So I'm going to, in this case, because I want to do this quickly, I'm going to use my glue stick and just put glue on this, because you would normally do these out of the same paper. And I'm just going to. So instead of having 1, 2, 3 panels, 4, 5, 6, now we have 5 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is just one long piece. We're going to do mountain folds on the outside and a valley fold on the inside. Okay, so it's going to be just like that. Now, with the hinges, we're going to take one hinge and we're going to put the extra sticky tape on the left-hand side, just like this. And I'm going to bring in a card. Now, the card I have already folded to be a gatefold card. How do you do that? You simply score 1/2 in. So in this case, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. So I'm measuring 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. I'm scoring it, and I'm folding them to bring them together. I am going to use a bone folder because I really want to have those creases very firm. And that's going to be the same thing also on these, because you do want to have it nice and firm. We kind of call this burnishing, and it's just going to make a better score, a better fold for all of us. Okay, so I have my hinge. Okay, so, and I've put my extra sticky tape on the left-hand side, and I folded this in a mountain fold. Is that correct? Okay, remove the liner. In a valley fold. Okay, well, now it's a valley fold. There we go. Just like that. Now, what's going to happen is that this is going to get attached to my card. So I'm going to remove the liner. I'm not actually going to do that, but you would do it. You're going to remove the liner, and you are going to attach this to the front of your card, just like that. Then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other one. You're going to put the extra sticky tape on it. You're going to make this into a valley fold, right? Valley fold. And you're going to attach that to the left-hand side. So just like that. So you can see how both of them are then attached. Then you're going to put extra sticky tape on the top, okay? And I'm going to bring this open, and you would take this piece and glue it to the center of your card. Now, At this point, you might want to have all of that covered. Definitely you want to have this piece covered, so that would be very good. So we're going to attach that. And then you're going to do the right-hand side first. So right now, this is placed. Okay, so that's in the center. This is placed. We've got extra sticky tape here, and we're going to remove the liner, and we're just going to place that down. And you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Going to fold that. You already have this attached. You've got extra sticky tape on here. Remove the liner and lay that. And that is your centerpiece. Very easy. So let me show you the card again. So this is on the right-hand side, and this is on the left-hand side. You can pull it there, but I like doing it down here because then you really get the drama of open sesame, just like that. So you have the 5 panels, and Debbie used the 6x6 papers because the cutouts of them just so perfectly fit, and she used the Hidden Animals collection, and you can see that owl hiding in the foliage. And there are cutouts in here. Actually, there's 112 of them, but they just fit perfectly. So any of our 6x6s from hot off the press are going to work beautifully. The Hello Beautiful is also a cutout. You can see how this interleaves right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she did choose to finish all 3 areas on the inside of her card. She also used a solid cardstock to cover her card, and of course that was the Hidden Animals also. But then she also used, so this is the 6x6, and this has got that little rabbit on each corner, very sweet. And then she used the chipboard, and the chipboard that she used, she didn't use the big animals, she used the sprays of leaves. And I just want to point out to you, can we get in closer? Normally when I see people coloring chipboard, they have a tendency to do a dark color on the outside and a lighter color toward the middle. Debbie reversed that. She's got a light color, probably the whole thing was a light color, and then she did the dark on the inside. And I thought that was really effective. And isn't that pretty how that just trails up? Now these are 2 separate pieces, another one here, and 2 individual pieces. For the inside of her card, she didn't use any of the chipboard because she let the art carry that. And that cute little raccoon and the other little animals, the bunnies, the deer, the fox, are all peeking out. And so the open sesame was a fun way. We'll back up just a tad. So this is, back it up a little bit more. This is our 5x6.5 inch card. That comes with cards and envelopes. But Debbie found you can do this open sesame in some different ways. So this card opens horizontally, and this is the same gatefold, but it's going to open this way. Just like that. Isn't that fun? And it's always the question that we love is, okay, what else can I do? And so this is fun. So it's the same thing. She has used the 6x6 Happy, and she's used that to cover both of the gates on her card. And she has added the cutouts to the open sesame panels. So you can see here, there's a happy birthday. You can see the beehives, that little piece, life is better with you. And think happy, be happy. Very cute. Again, she did cover all 3 panels. Now she did add some crystals to it, and that'll be in the listing. She did add these little wooden bees. Now I must tell you, we do not have many packages of these, so if this is something you really like, you might want to grab them because they will shortly be gone. And the card that she made is a regular card. It's a regular 5x6.5. So that's nice. So we've got a vertical and a horizontal. So we have a portrait and a landscape. Now, what else could you do? Well, Debbie figured it out. Look at this. This is a slim line. She's got 2 of the Open Sesame. How fun is that? Let me show you. Just opens and opens just like that. Very neat. Now, once again, she found that the 6x6 really did exactly what she wanted, because this is a collection that is full of cutouts. In fact, there are 248 in this package. Botanical Library is the name of it. But she did use the 6x6s in all of the Open Sesame part, but for her card, she needed a longer piece because this is a slimline card. Now, we do have these cards in a package that comes with the slimline cards, 10 of them with 10 envelopes. But she needed a 12x12. So she has both the 12x12 and the 6x6. You can see those stripes. Very effective in covering her card front and also on the whole inside of her card. Worked really, really well. Now, you can see what she's added, all of those cutouts, but she also went with the cutting die and some solid cardstock, also titled Botanical Library. And so you see the jar. Well, she's got it right here. And then she tore "You Are Blessed," which is one of the greetings inside. Now, she did color all of the edges with ink pad. It's called Air Force Blue, and that just is giving you those blue edges. So she's torn many of these edges, I guess the outside ones. The inside 3 are just cut straight, but she's added the cutouts, Keep Smiling, You Are Loved, very nice. More of the cutouts, more of the cutting dies. So the right-hand side goes first and then the left-hand side. So that was nice. If you make an A2 card, so that's going to be a smaller card. So this is 5 inches. So it's like 4.5, I believe, by 5. This will also work on that size of a card. So that's something that's always nice to know, that you can use it on any size card, vertically, horizontally, a slim line. And here's another one. So for her final one. Now, in all of these, we have placed the Open Sesame in the middle. There, in the middle here. And then here, because we had 2, we just did them equal distance. But this time, Debbie decided to offset it. Now, that's an idea. So we still have our gatefold, but she has her Open Sesame up here. And look at this. It's just going to open like that. Isn't that nice? Now, notice when she cut this long piece, the 2 pieces, and glued them together, she also rounded the corners. So she used the corner rounder, and those are the different shapes that you will get. You can choose one. Just slip the corner into the punch, and you're going to get that nice shape. And in this case, she used the 12x12 papers. And so let me show you. Here it is. And there are cutouts in here, as always. And you can see that she used an overall pattern here. She used a big border right there. And this is a cutout. And then, of course, this is part of her Open Sesame. She used this cutout. You can see this also used the Air Force Blue. So if you get that, there's many papers that it will work with. And opening it. So she's got a border right here and more of a greeting right there. So it's just really little things make life wonderful. You always brighten my day. Great times are even better when they are shared with great friends. And you can see the greetings on the inside on the Open Sesame. I also like that she did all of this blue, but she also put in one of the green plaids. You can kind of see it there as just a good accent. So really nice. Okay. So I think that you've seen that the Open Sesame has lots of possibilities. So whatever your favorite card style is, this little puppy is going to work very, very nicely with it. Now we do have a money saver, and it is on the right-hand side of the screen. I put the extra sticky tape with this cutting die. However, if you are a subscriber, gets our money saver or gets our subscription, then you are going to get that roll of extra sticky tape for free, because every month, not only do we save you 10% off the retail, but we give you a free goodie. This time it's extra sticky tape, and you have heard me, we use this on almost all of the fabulous folded dies because they're always moving in one way or another. So that works very nicely. Okay, this is also on the right-hand side of the screen. As I said, it's 10% off the retail. Every month you will get the cutting die and you will get the free goodie, and it will be sent to you before we do the webisode, and that's always very nice because after all, there is a card idea on the package, so you can get started the moment you receive them. So that works well. Okay, I want to tell Debbie a great big thank you for her creativity and sharing that with us. And if you are watching this on YouTube, we hope that you will subscribe to the channel. And better yet, we hope you'll pop over to paperwishes.com, because that is the only place in the world that you can get Open Sesame card cutting dies. So we invite you to join us. We have webisodes almost every day. In fact, every day but Friday. So we have lots of ideas and lots of products to share with you. As I said, I want to thank Debbie for her creativity, and I want to thank you most of all for being part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.